Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, this is Marty. Yeah, your Uncle Marty from Yonkers. Now look, kid, I've been wanting to talk about this Ben Simmons kid. Now listen, we've been giving this kid a real hard time in the media, and it's not fair. It's not fair at all, because he hasn't been put in a position to succeed, alright? You're playing him next to a dominant center in Embiid. Let me tell you something, alright? This kid, he's a sinner. How many times we gotta go through this? If he's got a bad attitude and doesn't want to be a sinner, well, then he's in his own head again, and we got a problem. But look, let's look at the physical tools, alright? As my mentor, the great Hubie Brown once said, we need to look at the tools. Is he a 5-tool player? And this kid, he's got all the tools. If he can get out of his head some, he'll be in good shape to be a dominant center. And why is that? First off, he's a great dunker. You put him in the dunker spot already in Philly. He does good work. People make fun of it, but they get good looks at the rim. Good, high efficient looks. Alright, now look. The second point is he can guard 1 through 5, and that's no joke, alright? He might give up a couple inches to the top tier centers, but look, he's a dominant defensive player. You could position this kid as the linchpin of a championship defense, especially in 2021. Look at what happened with Gobert in Utah. They lost 'cause of this kid. He can't switch none. With Simmons, you know he's gonna give you the good defense on the inside and the outside. Now the last point is, oh yeah, he can't shoot, alright? But we don't know that he can't shoot. We think maybe it's he won't shoot. Now I've heard this kid, he wants to be the point guard. He wants to have the ball in his hands. But I say you gotta have compromise. Now look, it ain't happening in Philly. We know that that is a dead end for the organization and for this kid. There's no coming back the way he was thrown under the bus, alright? But you send him somewhere new, he can be the dominant player on a team, alright? The offense can run around him a bit like it does for Jokic. Yeah, out in Denver. Alright, so you play him as the center. He's a new hybrid center that the offense runs through. Now people say he's not going to want to do that. Here's what I say. Kid, you play center, alright? Here's what you got an opportunity to do. First off, you can become one of the great centers in this league. That should be good enough. Second of all, now look. He can make sure Rudy Gobert, number 27, Mr. Fraudulent, never sniffs an All-NBA team ever again. Alright? No more third team, definitely never a second team. That's the first thing. The second thing is he could knock off Embiid. You think that don't motivate the kid? Now look, he needs an attitude adjustment. He needs to admit that he's had a hard time, he's been in his own head, learned some humility through this process, but if he's willing to, roll up the sleeves and get to work and be coached, a great coach, a great development specialist, get him with Chip England, he can become a totally new player and a dominant, perfect center for 2021, 2022. I'm not just talking about in the regular season like number 27. I'm talking about in the playoffs. All right, just my 2 cents. Say hello to your mother for me. Take care now.